That said, let's look at the playoff field. Not a lot of shakeups this year, but Austin Mock has his computer projections. In his projections, we have Oregon as the number 1 seed overall, awaiting the winner of the 8-9 Texas-Indiana game. Notre Dame as the 7 seed, facing off against 10 seed Clemson, and they would play Miami as the ACC champion. Georgia as the 3 seed, where the SEC champion would face the winner of Penn State, Tennessee, and that game would be in Happy Valley. And K-State projected as the Big 12 winner. Interesting mix there. And they would play the winner of Ohio State, Boise as the 12 seed. Chris, how does your bracket shake out, and how is it a little bit different?
I mean, for one, the fact that Penn State and Ohio State play this coming week is going to change this next week.
Yeah.
But for now, number 1 seed as well, Oregon versus 8-9 Tennessee, Indiana. Rematch of a bowl game a couple years ago. Georgia's the number 2 against Texas, 7 seed 10 Notre Dame. That'd be at Texas. Number 3 Miami, waiting on the winner of number 6 Ohio State, number 11 Texas A&M. And then I have BYU as my Big 12 champ, number 4 seed, waiting the winner of Penn State, Boise State.
Mm-hmm. The AP, by the way, not on board with Indiana. Indiana, by the AP poll, would not be in the playoff. They have number 1 Oregon facing off against 8 seed Tennessee, the winner of 8 seed Tennessee and 9 seed Notre Dame. And then the 7-10 game would be a Texas A&M rematch. That will definitely shake out as time. That would be hilarious. And they would face Georgia, the SEC champion. The committee is not going to let that happen. Miami, ACC champion in the 3 seed. They would face the winner of Ohio State Clemson at the 6-11 game. And the 5-12 Penn State Boise game would face BYU, the Big 12 champion. So
I want to start. So the point I want to start with when we talk playoff here, because for the first time they're in my field. They have not been in my field yet. And that is, they're back, folks. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are in all of
tried to warn you guys.
Playoff fields.
I was beating the drum and nobody cared when they lost to Northern Illinois. I was like,
and the biggest reason for that is, one, they've won all their games outside of the Northern Illinois game. But 2, Navy ended up being a good win. And 3, most importantly, Texas A&M is a really good team right now. They're just outside the top 10. I have them just outside my top 10. The AP, I think they're in the top 10. And that is a really, really good win. It's now one of the best wins of the college football season. So everybody wanted to write off Notre Dame.
I didn't.
Damien was here. Damien was here saying they don't deserve to be in the field no matter what happens.
I did.
And, we still have the rest of the season to go. But, Damien, when you look at those fields, is it easy to say Notre Dame shouldn't be in there?
Well, no, because of the wins that they have and the reputation that they've built to this point, and they've won their games. So it's not easy for me to say, oh, well, they shouldn't be in. That would be very biased of me. But we'll see what happens whenever they get to the playoffs.
I don't like them in the playoff.
That's what I'm. That's in the back of my mind. That's in the back of my mind. That's in the back of my mind. But again, I'm not going to be biased, and I'm going to say that with what they've done so far, yes, they deserve to be in. There you go, Notre Dame fans.
There you go. That's pretty cool. It'll be. I just can't wait for the playoff, man. We've just never seen it like this, and I think I think one underrated thing is, like, we're gonna have championship week, and then Army Navy Heisman the week after, and then boom, playoffs here. We don't have the weird month.
Yeah. In these games, again, home sites, like
yes,
Indiana at Texas would be incredible. Or Indiana at Tennessee, Texas A&M going to Ohio State or Penn State.
I cannot wait, man. That's going to be
so much fun.
I just I'm buzzing, and I think I am the biggest thing I've taken away from just going through the first season is I thought I'd be okay with these mammoth games, the Oregon, Ohio State, the Texas, Georgia. Yes, they are less important than they have been, but I thought I'd be okay making the trade and living it out. I'm 100% okay making the trade of those are for more seeding, and we'll see what that means. But you have so many more games that are play-in games and play-out games, and I that trade-off to me has been a big improvement in the sport, and I'm very excited about it.
Especially in a year when we don't have an Alabama, Georgia, dominant,
where it's everybody else is just arranging deck chairs on the Titanic.
It feels like it's wide open.
I just hope, and I'm okay with the 12-team playoff. I just hope that we don't see a bunch of games like Oregon, Illinois, where it's teams who played good all year, and we sat here and talked about, okay, Illinois has earned their respect. We should put more respect on their name. Well, now you got a chance to go and prove it against who obviously right now is the best team in the country in Oregon. And you just look like you're just not built for the moment. So that's my only thing. And it's not like I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I hope that we don't see that, because that was the biggest thing coming out of the Oregon, Illinois game. I was like, well, if we see like a BYU against the Texas, obviously it'll shake out how it shakes out. But if we see like a Big 12 champion against a Georgia, is it going to be like, okay, yeah, BYU just was not ready for the moment at all. You know what I mean? And obviously,
I think we saw those some in the 4 team, and that was a big criticism of the 4 team. I agree that I don't think it's going to change the destination, but I think the thing that I like is that it's being decided on the field and not by 13 people in a catered conference room in Grapevine.